after the start. That was definitely not what we wanted. Then I thought we settled down, showed good character. Even the second goals, there's aspects of it that we're disappointed about because they didn't break us. They didn't break us down. We just a little bit naive in our decision making, which we have to work on, and we will work on. But again, the character to come back was excellent. The opportunities we created, excellent. And again, I still think there's still more to come. I think we had some key defining moments in the game where we just needed that little bit of quality to make the right decision going into their final third, and we could have caused them problems. Some of our set plays, where our decision making on set plays needs to be better. We need to identify where the weaknesses are and where our strengths are. So and again, but these are all things that we work on. And again, there's nothing better than putting them into game practice and then reliving them and re-showing the players and say this is the decisions that we need to be made. And again, a lot of people would arguably say, well, you got 7 players out injured. We didn't even have a full team today at 2:30. We had 3 people that were stuck in traffic because there was an incident on the road that probably would have affected a lot of people, and a lot of people in Northampton were
Indeed, it did, Keith.
Yeah. So, and again, we had players that are caught up in that and not at the stadium at 2:30. So that's something that we'll have to revisit and make sure that we cover all eventualities.
Were some of those players who were caught up in traffic, did they start today, and did that disrupt that preparation? Did they maybe suffer a bit of kind of lack of focus because of what had happened?
Well, again, I think it just it causes a distraction in the changing room when because what we try to do is with the bubble that we're working in, we try to create that workday bubble as well. But then so it becomes a distraction for other players because other players start talking about it. He's not here. But and again, it's something that again it's a challenge, and that's you say to the players that we're going to get disruptions, we're going to get things that aren't quite right, but we deal with it. And again, today, put that aside. A good encounter, probably, and good test of character on the first game of the season. From going a goal down so early, showed good character and good belief. Very pleasing for Ricky to get his goal. Very pleased for Matty Warburton. Somebody who does work on those free kicks. And again, I think the execution of the goals that we conceded, very good. The execution of the goals conceded, disappointing, and lots of things that we can still work on and improve.
And a debut today for Benny Ashley-Seal, your new striker. He went off, I think he was suffering from cramp, was he, towards the end there? What are your thoughts on his debut there today for Northampton?
Yeah, again, he's a young man that's got a very, very bright future in the game. There's little bits of craft that we need to bring into his game, but that's not, again, Luka Racic, another player today that he's got all the raw ingredients that we need, but he needs to develop that craft that we want, and that understanding of the decision making that you make when you're playing in a back 4 can be different to the decision when you're playing in the back 3. And again, we need to get that understanding, and again, we get that by games, training, working, developing, listening, learning, and then making good decisions.
And the quality of Ricky Corbert's goal was first class, but he did plenty else besides, didn't he? Some lovely passes, some lovely control.
Yeah, definitely. He's a technician. He's got good ball mastery. I think some of his decision making when he I think there was a time just in front of me when he's got turned and he's tried sliding the ball through, and I'm there saying, go and run at him, because what defenders don't want somebody with Ricky's ability and his pace and his dynamics of running at them. And I said, go and cause him a problem. Don't let the ball go loose. So again, that's things that we will develop and we will improve, not only individually but collectively.
And you gave a debut to the young striker, and I must work on his pronunciation for his name, Caleb Chukmawenka. He was on today for the final few minutes of the contest. He showed some good signs, didn't he?
Yeah, what was his name again?
Oh, you tell me, Keith. You're the man that employs him.
I only call him Caleb. No, again, I think we're starting a new season in a new division, and straight away we've started with a debut for a youth project. And again, I think it shows the the depth that we've got within the squad, that we identified talent, we will use it. Caleb came on, and again, a couple of good touches. He will be pleased. And again, I think it shows the pathway within the football club, and that's got to be a spur for the young youth team players. There is a pathway to the first team at Northampton. Yeah, we've gone up a division, but we're still looking, and we're still prepared to, as and when needed, as and when earned, they will be up training with us and getting the opportunities to get minutes.
You mentioned at the start of the interview you've got still a long list of injuries to deal with. I'm not going to try and play games with you again, Keith, but any of the players who are out today, any chance of them being fit for Bristol City in the League Cup on Wednesday? Is it going to be a busy few days for Nacho in the old treatment room?
Yeah. Nacho's been working extremely hard, but again, we've got a lot of trust and a lot of faith. Every team throughout the season in this division and the division below are going to have injury crises throughout the season, whereby their squad gets stretched. And again, so at the minute, as a squad, we're stretched, but we still believe that we can be competitive, and I think we showed that today. Yeah, we've got a few players out, but we're still competitive.
Just a final one on Bristol City. You played one of your former teams today, Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon. Bristol City, another former team of yours. Does that give you any kind of insight of the people you can call at the club who you know from your time there, to just learn a little bit more about the opposition ahead of that game, or is it very much the same process you go through every time you play a side?
Yeah, obviously the more contacts you have with former clubs, I'll probably ring them up and tell them we'll play a weakened team to give them a chance and make it more of a spectacle. Part of my foundation of my career was formulated at Bristol Rovers and Bristol City, my hometown club. Got a lot of affection, a lot of affiliation, and still a lot of friends in Bristol as well. I think I went back there about a year ago for a reunion. Great to see some old friends, and very pleasing to see the transformation of the football stadium from what it was when I applied my trade there. It's a football club that's definitely on the up. They've got aspirations and just need to get that go one step further now, get out of the Championship and perform in the Premier League. Everything is in place at that football club to be playing Premier League football.
Right, thanks for your time, Keith.